our guy, constantly. From Rotten Tomatoes is with us, and he's going to pass judgment on several movies opening.
And we love him for it.
And he also has his own radio show that just kicked off.
Yes, Rotten Tomatoes Radio. We're on Sirius XM. You can listen to us live.
And by the way, this just came in 35% on your show.
Yeah, that's not a surprise.
Put our tomatoes. We don't throw a few.
35, I'm surprised it's that high.
Now, I want you to understand that you do two things here. One is you give us the consensus of what, right, and then you'll sneak your own in there as well.
Yes, I will. I will.
All right, so let's get to the list. Prometheus.
The big one. That's the big one this week is Prometheus, the movie that people have been waiting years. Yeah, exactly. People have been waiting years for this movie. It's pretty good. 74% on the tomato meter, certified fresh. It is, in case you're wondering, it is a prequel to Alien.
See, because we were talking to the actors earlier this week, and we couldn't really get clarification on that.
Yeah, they've been kind of cagey about it, I think, for a PR standpoint. But it's really, it is definitely set in that universe.
Now, they're in search of adventure, but one woman's in search of origin and God, right?
Yes, yes. So Noomi Rapace plays a scientist who discovers petroglyphs that are 35,000 years old that point to the stars. They go and visit where the map says to go, and they're looking for aliens, and they find aliens, and they're not so happy they do.
Okay, so is it all graphics, or is the storytelling really good as well?
There is a good story here, but what takes away from the movie is that because it's set in the Alien universe, when certain characters start acting a certain way, you kind of know it's coming.
Oh, I see.
Does anybody jump out of a stomach?
That's really all we want to know.
I will neither confirm nor deny, but I will say Noomi Rapace has one of the most harrowing scenes I've seen in a movie in a long time.
Give me a take on Noomi Rapace. We knew her from her movies, out of Scandinavia.
Yes, she's fantastic here, and she kind of starts as this, as Ken Tucker says, kind of this tree-hugging scientist, or I'm sorry, Ken Turan says, for the LA Times, kind of this tree hugger of a scientist, and then as things start to go south in the movie, she, then we see the girl with the dragon tattoo. Then suddenly it's tough Noomi Rapace. So.
All right, we're going to switch gears because we're going from a thriller to Madagascar.
Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted. The kids are going to like it, and the adults are going to like it too. It's a lot of fun, 75% on the tomato meter. It's very short. It's about 85 minutes long. It is in 3D, but there's a lot here to like. The kids are going to love it because it's got all kinds of the goofball gags that you would expect, but it's a pretty good story. This time the animals have ended up in Europe, and they join the circus to escape a bloodthirsty animal control officer voiced by Frances McDormand.
Okay, but are all these cartoons, these animated films, are they all going to be in 3D? Because I got to tell you, I'm over the 3D thing.
I am too. I think that's the future. I think we're going to be stuck with 3D. I mean, Prometheus is in 3D.
We always ask you to come in with the offbeat movie. What do you have for this?
The offbeat movie this week is a movie called Safety Not Guaranteed. 94% on the tomato meter.
94%?
That's
94%.
huge.
Yes.
How come your little movies are always in the 90s?
I don't know. That's a good question. I should do a study on that.
All right.
But this is a fantastic film. It's about it's the backstory of a want ad that is that basically says, wanted someone to go back in time with me, must bring your own weapons, safety not guaranteed.
Is it kind of based on a true story?
Well, it's based on the ad that was floating around. These magazine writers go and track down the guy, and they're trying to figure out whether or not he's for real. It's this quirky comedy, but I really liked it, and it's definitely worth seeing. And again, 94% on the tomato meter. So if you want to see something that may or may not be sci-fi, that is not as grim and gory as Prometheus, this might be the film for you.
All right, Matt's Rotten Tomatoes Radio Thursdays at 3 on Sirius XM, and he's on his way over to the newsroom right now, where he will be doing a Google Plus Hangout. When we